Hey, welcome to Color Yoga. My name is Kyle and welcome to the beginning of the 5-part Beginner's Foundation series. I've put this together just so you can feel better prepared for what's to come on the channel, and it's for complete beginners, but I'm sure most will benefit from this too. And the idea is that you would take what you've learned throughout the 5 videos and then apply it to the Beginner's Foundations flow, which I'll link down below. And it's kind of the course I wish I had before I stepped into the studio for the first time, because I know how intimidating it can be. But instead, you get to do it from the comfort of your own home. So, when you're ready, grab your mat and we'll begin. What is yoga? Well, yoga means union. It's the union of the body, mind, and the spirit, or the breath. And you can read a ton online about it. But in my opinion, just to sum it up, basically just turns the volume down in life. Makes you far less reactive and makes life less overwhelming and makes you feel more comfortable in your own skin. And I can go on and on and on, but the best way to do it is just to practice and experience for yourself. Now, before we start, I'd like to add just a few notes, a few important things to keep in mind before we get going. Something that would have helped me a ton before I stepped into the studio. And the first is injuries. Now, you want to make sure to keep yourself safe. If you have any prior injuries, please be careful. You can pop a comment below. I can try my best to help you. But just be mindful. You don't want to get into your yoga practice and end up hurting yourself straight off the bat. Setting. Now, the nice thing about practicing at home is that you get to control your setting. You're looking to create a nice, comfortable space, quiet, where you won't get disturbed. Props. For this practice, you'll just need a mat. If you don't have a mat, that's fine. You can also use a towel or a carpet. Just want to give yourself off the ground so you don't slip around. And if you have a block, it's very useful. I'll cue them in from time to time. If you don't have a block, you can use a book, but not necessary. Religion versus spirituality. Now, yoga isn't a religion. It's something that you can practice alongside your religion. Religion is based in thought, and yoga is based in spirituality, which is based in the thoughtless. Competition. Yoga is not a competition. This took me some time to realize, but this is not a race, and the sooner you lose the idea of competition, the sooner you'll feel the benefits of yoga. Flexibility. Now, a lot of people think you need to be able to touch your toes and you need a certain amount of flexibility and strength to be able to practice yoga. This is not true. It's less about what you can do and more about how you can do it. Over time, you will gain strength and flexibility, but this takes time, and be patient with yourself. Posture names. Now, this freaked me out in the beginning, especially with the new names, Sanskrit, English. Don't stress. Over time, you'll get to know the names. They'll become second nature, and you'll be able to practice with your eyes closed and slip straight into the flow. Alrighty, so thank you for listening. Just a few points I think are important, and I'm going to try my best to create a space where we can synchronize the body, the mind, and the breath. In the beginning, it might be a little bit tricky, but trust me, over time, it becomes easier and easier. Okay, enough theory for now. Let's jump right into a bit of practice so we can get the ball rolling. Now, in the beginning of the practice, we normally begin in a seat. So you can make your way into a comfortable seat if you're not there already. I like to sit in the block. It just makes your hips higher than your knees, which creates for a little bit more of a comfortable seat. You don't need one. You can always sit in a towel if you have, or a pillow even. And in yoga, there's a big focus on breath. Now, we're trying to synchronize your breath with your movement. It's called a vinyasa. So one breath, one movement. And you try and make your breaths nice and long and smooth. And in the beginning, it's going to be tricky, I understand. But over time, once you get used to the postures and the names and the movements, the breath and the movements synchronize, and then you slip into this moving meditation, and that's where the magic of yoga happens. So be patient with yourself, it will come. So we begin in a comfortable seat, resting your hands on your legs. You can sit up nice and tall. You can take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, gently bring your eyes to close. So, the beginning of the class is always nice to sit in a comfortable seat in a few rounds of quiet, meditative breaths. And we'll begin with just simply turning the attention inwards onto your breath. Just notice your natural rhythm of breathing. There's no need to push or pull or manipulate your breath in any way. And I understand that in the beginning, Sitting in stillness, sitting in the practice of meditation is tricky and can be frustrating, and often it doesn't make any sense. But trust me, over time, the stillness will be very, very welcoming and very comfortable. So see if you can use your attention and just simply witness the inhale. Trace it all the way in. Notice the silence at the end. And follow it all the way out until the silence at the end. Nice. Inhale, raise your hands up towards the sky. Exhale your hands to prayer at your heart center. You can take a moment now to set an intention for your class. And this may seem a little bit up in the air, but setting an intention for your class grounds your practice and gives it some direction. And if you'll give it a chance, you'll find that it can be very profound. Now, I can offer you an intention of gratitude, but you can set anything you like. It could be for anyone or for anything. The idea is just to feel the emotion around the intention and then send it out. And when you're ready, you can bow your head towards your hands to seal that off. And we'll make our way into child's pose at the back of our mat. So, block. Make your way to the back, have your knees spread out wide, toes touching at the back. And you can find yourself in a comfortable seat here and just extend your hands out, reaching out as far as you can, and then gently rest your forehead down onto the ground. It's called child's pose. It's nice to begin with a complete connection to the ground. You can allow your breath to be sent to the back of your lungs, taking long, full, expansive breaths. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, come up to tabletop, shoulders stack over your wrists and hips over your knees. Now, you can have a nice, straight, neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide. And from here, I normally like to give just a few rounds of organic movement. You can move in any which way you like, just a simple warm-up. You can tuck your toes, sit back into the bottom of your feet. Turn your palms facing up, just to warm up the wrists, also really important. You can work some movement in your neck. And it's also a nice opportunity to close your eyes and send your attention inwards. So really focus on the sensations of your movement and try and synchronize your breath with your movement. And I always say that there's no right and there's no wrong here. So perhaps watch any thoughts of comparison, any moments of feeling unsure. And when you're ready, we can make our way back into a neutral tabletop. From here, inhale for cow. So lower the belly, look forward, open up the collarbones. Exhale, cat, tuck the chin, round and press, just like a cat. Inhale, cow. Drop the belly, look forward, draw the collarbones open. Exhale, cat, tuck the chin, round and press. If you can do it with your eyes closed now. Inhale, cow, belly lowers, chin up, collarbones open. Exhale, cat, round and press into the ground. Nice. One more time. Inhale, cow, lower the belly, look forward. Exhale, cat, round and press. Nice. From here, walk the hands a little bit forward, tuck the back toes, and we'll make our way into a plank pose. Now, the reason why I'm starting in plank pose is because it's a nice indicator of the distance between your feet for when we move into down dog. So have your shoulders stacked over the wrists, feet touching at the back. Now from here, you simply just press the hips up and lower the heels down, coming into a down dog. Now have a look at your fingers. To start, spread your fingers nice and wide. and your hands are slightly wider than your shoulder width distance. You want to wrap your elbows in and press into the ground. From here, we're going to bend the knees and bring the belly down towards the toes to have a straight line along the arms and back. Now, most people beginning yoga will have tight hamstrings. Mine were incredibly tight when I started, and they are still reasonably tight. It's a slow journey, but one that you'll get to enjoy. So, in the beginning, bend the knees, get the belly down towards the toes, looking for a straight line, press the ground away, and then from here, you can pedal the hips up left to right and feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Alright, so find some stillness in your dog. If your hamstrings are tight, slightly bend to the knees, bring the belly down and then lower the heels and feel the stretch. Relax the back of the neck and send the gaze down towards the feet. Nice. Bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, slowly walk towards the top of the mat, coming into a ragdoll. So feet are hip width distance apart. Again, if your hamstrings are tight, generous bend to the knees, allow the head to hang heavy. Interlace the fingers, place them behind the skull. Tuck the chin. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower down to the ground. It's always nice to start with the spine awakening stretch. You can release. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Squeeze your hands and send them up and over the head. Tuck the chin. Close the eyes and breathe. Release the hands down to the ground, heel toe your feet to touch. So we're in a forward fold. Same thing here. Instead of having the legs completely straight and the head bowed down, start off with bending the legs so belly is pressed on the thigh. You can have your hands resting. Relax the back of the neck, fold down, and from here you'll straighten out the back of the hamstrings for the stretch. Just a safer way and a faster way to stretch your hamstrings. From here, inhale, half lift, spine straight, parallel to the ground. You can rest your hands on your shins, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, fold to release. Inhale, half lift, straight spine, parallel to the ground. Hands rest on your shins. Exhale, fold to release. Inhale, high mountain, bend the knees, arms rise up towards the sky. Hands stack over your feet. Exhale, Samasthiti, bring your hands to prayer. Nice. Inhale, high mountain, arms reach up. Exhale, fold down to release. Inhale, half lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, straight spine to prepare. Exhale, plank, step back. So place your hands down. Left foot then right. You can lower the knees to the floor if your shoulders are taking a bit of strain. And from here, inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower it all the way down to your belly. Keep your elbows tucked in. Nice. Untuck the toes when you get there. Squeeze the thighs. Press the feet into the floor. Rest your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck the chin. Inhale for cobra. Lift the back of the neck up to hold. One breath in, exhale, release, forehead down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Lift the back of the neck up, use your back muscles to support you. Squeeze your thighs, press your feet into the floor. Exhale, release, forehead to ground. Last time, come up into your fingertips this time, so take a little bit of weight off your hands. Squeeze your thighs, feet into the floor. Inhale, cobra, lift the back of the neck up. Exhale, down, and release. Well done. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Rest over the knees. Hips down, hands out in front of you. Inhale, tabletop, right up. Once again, we're going to move through that flow. In a tabletop, spread your fingers nice and wide. You want to press into the ground. Inhale for cow. Lower the belly. Look forward. Exhale, cat. Tuck the chin and press. Inhale, cow. Lower belly. Look forward. Exhale, cat. Round and press. Last time. Inhale, cow. Belly lowers, look forward, open up the collarbones. Exhale, cat, round and press. Nice. Walk the hands a little bit forward. Tuck the toes, coming into a plank pose. You can reposition yourself accordingly. Make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists and then your hips aren't sagging and your head isn't sagging. So really press away, hips up, lift the head up, tuck the chin. Nice. From here, down dog. Hips up, heels down. Now, take a moment to position yourself. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Press into the ground. And we'll start off with bent knees, getting the belly down, and then straightening the heels out. Nice. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, slowly walk towards the top of the mat. Feet are touching. Inhale, half lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold down to release. Inhale, half lift, straight spine, tuck the chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain, bend the knees, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to pray. Nice. Once again, inhale, high mountain, arms reach up. Exhale, fold down to release. See if you can move with your breath. Inhale, half lift, straight spine, tuck the chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, reset. Exhale, plank, step back. Alrighty, so from here, we're going to flow through Vinyasa. So lower the knees down. We're going to do it two ways. First would be supported, and then the next with the legs up. So in plank pose, simply lower the knees. And from here, we're going to inhale, shift the weight forward. As you exhale, we're going to lower halfway, keep your elbows tucked in. So come all the way down. Elbows bent to 90. Inhale, up dog, squeeze the thighs, straighten the arms, look up. Exhale, down dog, roll over the knees, tuck the toes, hips up, heels down. Nice. Now, I know down dog can feel a little strange. We're completely upside down. It's quite an uncomfortable feeling, but over time it becomes a very nice resting posture. So just be patient. And with the up dog, you want to make sure that you squeeze your thighs. It just protects your lower back. So from here, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, plank, ripple forward. Lower the knees down. Inhale, shift the weight forward just over the wrists. Exhale, lower halfway. This is called chaturanga. So drop the chest down, bend the elbows, keep them in. Inhale, up dog, squeeze the thighs, it protects your back. Straighten the arms, look up and roll the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog, roll over the knees, hips up, heels down. Nice. Okay, so from here, plank, ripple forward. Now if you want to practice with your knees up off the ground, you can do so now. So, weight over the wrists. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway chaturanga. Bend the elbows, tuck them in, lower halfway, elbows are at 90. Inhale, up dog, roll over the toes, squeeze the thighs, straighten the arms, so your knees are just hovering off the floor. Exhale, down dog, hips up, heels down. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, ripple forward to plank. And lower the knees down to the ground. Drop back down and raise up. Okay, so well done for getting through your first video. I encourage you just to watch it over again if you feel like you missed some stuff there. There are some great basics. Make sure that you feel comfortable with this, and then we're going to build on for the next one. And once again, thank you very much for your support. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button and subscribe. It'll be much appreciated. And I'll see you next time on your mat.